Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are exploring the top 9 most valuable United Kingdom 1-penny coins, a small denomination with a surprisingly big appeal in the collector's market. While these coins might seem ordinary at first glance, certain editions, years, and minting errors have transformed them into highly sought-after treasures. In this video, we will cover the history and background of these coins, their unique features, their rarity and collector demand, current auction values in dollars, and practical tips for those looking to invest in or collect these coins. So let's get started. First up, we explore the United Kingdom 1-penny dated 1939, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but carries extraordinary historical importance and surprising value in the collector's market. Even in circulated condition, the 1939 British penny has attracted serious attention at auctions, with certain examples achieving impressive prices in US dollars. This video will uncover why this humble penny from the dawn of World War II has become a treasure for collectors, how its history adds to its appeal, and what factors make it stand out among British pennies of the 20th century. The 1939 1-penny was minted at a turning point in British and world history. This year marked the beginning of the Second World War, a time that dramatically changed everyday life in the United Kingdom, including coin production. Britain was preparing for conflict, resources were being redirected toward the war effort, and industries faced enormous pressure. Although penny production continued, coins from 1939 symbolized the final days of pre-war Britain. Carrying the portrait of King George VI, who had ascended to the throne only 3 years earlier, the 1939 penny represents stability and continuity during an uncertain time. These coins circulated widely during wartime Britain, passing through the hands of citizens facing rationing, air raids, and dramatic social change, making each surviving example a genuine historical artifact. The 1939 UK 1-penny is struck in bronze, composed primarily of copper with tin and zinc, giving it its distinctive rich brown tone that deepens with age. On the obverse, the coin features the bareheaded portrait of King George VI facing left, designed by Humphrey Paget, with crisp regal details that collectors appreciate even on well-circulated examples. The reverse displays the classic seated Britannia design, introduced earlier in the century, holding a trident and shield while gazing confidently forward. The surrounding legend and date are bold and balanced, reflecting the high standards of the Royal Mint during that era. Even in circulated condition, many 1939 pennies retained strong design elements, such as visible facial features on the king and clear definition in Britannia's helmet and shield, which greatly enhances collector appeal. While the total mintage of the 1939 penny was not extremely low, true rarity emerges when condition, survival rates, and historical context are considered together. Many pennies from this year were heavily worn through years of wartime and post-war circulation, and countless examples were later lost, damaged, or melted. As a result, well-preserved circulated examples with legible details and attractive natural toning are becoming increasingly scarce. Demand is especially strong for pennies with clear dates, minimal corrosion, and even wear. Collectors are also drawn to the emotional and historical significance of a coin minted at the outbreak of World War II, which elevates demand beyond normal penny collecting. This combination of historical importance and dwindling quality examples has pushed the 1939 penny into a highly desirable category. The value of a 1939 UK 1-penny in circulated condition can be surprisingly strong. Average circulated examples typically sell in the range of $65,000, depending on eye appeal and overall wear. However, pennies with better-than-average detail, smooth surfaces, and attractive color can command prices between $75,000 or more at competitive auctions. Exceptional circulated pieces, especially those approaching higher grades without major flaws, have been known to exceed these figures when strong bidding occurs. Errors, unusual color tones, or provenance tied to notable collections can further increase value. These prices demonstrate how even a well-used wartime penny can transform into a valuable collectible when demand and history align. For collectors interested in the 1939 British penny, careful examination is essential. Always focus on overall eye appeal rather than just wear level, as evenly circulated coins with smooth surfaces are often more desirable than heavily damaged examples. Check for corrosion, edge nicks, and cleaning marks, which can significantly reduce value. Learning to identify original bronze color and natural patina will help avoid overcleaned coins that appear artificial. Purchasing from reputable dealers or established auction houses minimizes risk and consulting price records can help determine fair market value. Proper storage in a dry, non-reactive environment is crucial to preserving the coin's condition and long-term value. The United Kingdom 1 penny dated 1939 is far more than a simple copper coin. It is a powerful reminder of Britain standing on the brink of global conflict, a symbol of resilience, and a tangible piece of wartime history. Even in circulated condition, its combination of historical significance, strong collector demand, and steady auction performance has elevated it into a valuable and respected collectible. For both seasoned numismatists and new collectors, the 1939 penny offers an accessible yet meaningful way to own a piece of history that continues to grow in importance and value. If you enjoy discovering hidden worth in everyday coins, this remarkable British penny is truly one to watch and treasure. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny dated 1937. At first glance, a dirty or heavily circulated 1937 penny may seem ordinary, even neglected. But looks can be deceiving. Behind the grime and age marks lies a coin with a powerful historical story, rising collector interest, and the potential to command surprising prices at auction, even in less than perfect condition. Stay with me as we uncover why this humble copper coin continues to attract serious attention in today's collectible market. The 1937 1 penny was issued during the early reign of King George VI, a monarch who came to the throne after the abdication crisis of his brother, King Edward VIII. This period marked a significant transition for the British monarchy and the nation itself, as Europe stood on the edge of World War II. The Royal Mint produced the 1937 penny as part of George VI's first circulating coinage, making it historically important as a symbol of stability during an uncertain era. Struck in bronze, the coin circulated widely across the United Kingdom and colonies, passing through countless hands during pre-war Britain, which explains why so many surviving examples today are found in dirty or heavily worn condition. The obverse of the 1937 penny features a dignified, bareheaded portrait of King George VI, designed by Humphrey Paget, with the Latin inscription declaring him king and emperor. The reverse proudly displays Britannia seated with a trident and shield, a design deeply rooted in British coinage tradition. Measuring roughly 30.8 millimeters in diameter and weighing about 9.4 grams, the coin's rich bronze composition gives it a warm tone that darkens over time, especially when exposed to dirt, moisture, and circulation. Even in dirty condition, details such as Britannia's outline, the rim beading, and the king's portrait often remain visible, helping collectors authenticate genuine examples and appreciate their classic craftsmanship. While the 1937 penny does not have an extremely low mintage compared to earlier Victorian issues, its significance as the first penny of George VI has made it increasingly desirable. Many coins were lost, melted, or severely damaged over decades of use, which has reduced the number of surviving pieces in collectible condition. Collectors today actively seek even dirty or darkened examples because they are affordable entry points into pre-war British coin collecting. Demand has grown steadily as more collectors appreciate originality, history, and untouched surfaces rather than overly cleaned coins. This has elevated interest in naturally aged pennies that still retain their authentic character. In today's auction market, the value of a 1937 UK 1 penny in dirty or well-circulated condition can still be quite impressive. Depending on legibility, rim condition, and authenticity, such coins commonly sell for around $68,000 at auction. Better preserved circulated examples with clear dates and minimal damage can push values closer to $77,000 or more. While uncirculated or museum-grade examples reach much higher prices, it's important to note that even dirty coins have proven they are not junk. Auction results show that collectors are willing to pay surprisingly strong prices for original, problem-free pieces with honest wear. If you own or discover a dirty 1937 penny, the most important advice is not to clean it aggressively. Cleaning can destroy the natural patina and significantly reduce its value. Instead, store the coin in a dry, protective holder and let professionals evaluate it if you suspect higher value. Always check the date, rim, and inscriptions carefully, as damage or smoothing can affect price. Research recent auction sales to understand current demand and consider long-term holding, as interest in early George VI coinage continues to grow steadily among global collectors. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1937 proves that condition alone does not define a coin's worth. Even in a dirty, well-circulated state, this historic bronze penny carries the weight of a nation's past and the beginnings of a new royal era. Its ongoing demand, solid auction performance, and strong historical appeal make it a compelling collectible for beginners and seasoned collectors alike. So next time you spot a worn 1937 penny, remember that beneath the dirt may lie a small fortune and a powerful story waiting to be told. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny coin dated 1964, focusing specifically on examples found in fine condition. At first glance, this bronze penny may look like an ordinary everyday coin from mid-20th century Britain, but in the world of numismatics, certain 1964 1-penny coins have grown into highly desirable collectibles. Because of their historical importance, condition sensitivity, and increasing collector demand, fine condition examples can now attract impressive prices in the auction market, sometimes reaching surprisingly high dollar values. This video is your complete guide to understanding why the 1964 UK 1 penny matters, what makes it special, and how collectors are turning it into a valuable investment today. The 1964 1 penny coin was issued during a fascinating period in British history, under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This era marked a time of economic transition, cultural change, and modernization in the United Kingdom. The British penny had already gone through several design updates earlier in the century, but by the 1960s it remained a vital part of daily commerce. The 1964 issue came toward the later years of the traditional bronze penny series, just a few years before the UK would completely overhaul its currency system with decimalization in 1971. Because of this, coins from the 1960s represent the final chapter of a centuries-old monetary tradition. The 1964 penny carries with it a strong sense of nostalgia and historical closure, which heavily contributes to its appeal among collectors today. The 1964 1 penny coin is struck in bronze, composed primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, giving it its distinctive warm brown color. On the obverse, the coin features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Mary Gillick. This elegant portrait shows the Queen facing right, wearing a laurel wreath, symbolizing continuity and authority. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying her as Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The reverse displays the iconic Britannia-seated design, created by Leonard Charles Wyon, a symbol that has represented British strength and unity for generations. Britannia holds a trident and shield, with the sea at her feet, reflecting Britain's maritime power. The date, 1964, is clearly struck beneath the design. In fine condition, details such as Britannia's shield lines, trident prongs, and the Queen's facial features remain sharp and well-defined, greatly enhancing the coin's visual and collectible value. While millions of 1 penny coins were minted in 1964, true rarity emerges when condition is considered. Coins in fine condition or better are far less common today due to decades of circulation, oxidation, cleaning damage, and general wear. Many surviving examples show heavy smoothing, corrosion, or discoloration, which significantly reduces their desirability. Collectors place strong value on original surfaces, even coloring, and minimal wear. As a result, fine condition 1964 pennies stand out in the market. Demand has increased steadily as collectors aim to complete pre-decimal penny date runs or focus on high-quality Elizabeth II-era coins. International collectors, especially from the United States and Asia, have also entered the market, pushing demand even higher and tightening supply. In today's auction market, the value of a 1964 UK 1 penny coin in fine condition can vary depending on eye appeal, originality, and grading. Circulated examples with clear design, but light, wear often sell for higher prices than most people expect from a common penny. In fine condition, these coins commonly reach values ranging from around $75,000 at auction. However, particularly attractive specimens with rich color, strong detail, and no major marks have been known to sell for even higher, especially when professionally graded. Coins approaching very fine or extremely fine condition can exceed these ranges, proving that condition plays a major role in determining market value. As collector interest continues to rise, long-term price growth remains a strong possibility. Collectors interested in the 1964 1 penny should focus on condition above all else. Look for coins with evenly worn surfaces, clear lettering, and strong remaining details on Britannia and the Queen's portrait. Avoid heavily cleaned or polished coins, as these lose authenticity and value. Proper storage is also essential. Keeping bronze coins in dry, acid-free holders helps protect them from corrosion and environmental damage. Buying from reputable dealers or established auction houses provides greater confidence in authenticity and grading. For those aiming to maximize value, professional grading can add credibility and often increase resale potential, especially in international markets where certified coins are preferred. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1964 is far more than just a small bronze coin from the past. In fine condition, it represents history, craftsmanship, and the closing years of Britain's pre-decimal currency system. Its elegant design, association with Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, and growing collector demand have transformed it into a surprisingly valuable coin in today's auction market. As interest in vintage British coins continues to expand worldwide, the 1964 1 penny stands out as a smart and meaningful addition to any collection. Next up, we explore the United Kingdom 1 penny of 1929 in circulated condition. At first glance, this coin may appear ordinary, especially to those unfamiliar with early 20th century British coinage. However, beneath its worn surface lies a story of history, scarcity, and strong collector interest. Even in circulated condition, the 1929 UK 1 penny holds surprising potential in today's auction market, often achieving impressive prices in US dollars. This video will uncover why this coin continues to capture attention and how its value has steadily grown among collectors worldwide. The 1929 1 penny was issued during the reign of King George V, a period marked by economic uncertainty and global transition between the two world wars. Britain in the late 1920s was still recovering from the financial impact of World War I, while also facing industrial slowdown and rising unemployment. Coin production during this time was carefully controlled, and mintages were not always high. The penny remained an essential denomination in daily trade, used widely by the public, which explains why many surviving examples show noticeable wear today. Despite being meant for everyday use, coins from this era now serve as tangible historical records, reflecting Britain's economic and social conditions during a challenging decade. The 1929 UK 1 penny is composed of bronze, a metal alloy that includes copper, tin, and zinc, giving the coin its characteristic deep brown tone that often darkens further with age and circulation. On the obverse, the coin features a dignified portrait of King George V, facing left, surrounded by a Latin inscription that translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. This inscription and portrait style are iconic to the era. The reverse displays Britannia seated on a rock, holding a trident and shield, a timeless symbol of Britain's maritime strength and national pride. Even in circulated condition, details such as Britannia's outline, the waves beneath her, and the lettering around the rim can still remain partially visible, contributing greatly to the coin's appeal among collectors. While the 1929 1 penny is not the rarest British penny ever produced, it occupies an important position in collector circles due to a combination of age, historical context, and condition-based scarcity. Many coins from this year were heavily circulated, damaged, or melted over time, leaving far fewer well-preserved examples available today. Even circulated specimens are becoming increasingly difficult to source, particularly those with readable dates and consistent surfaces without corrosion. Collector demand remains strong because the coin completes important date runs for George V penny collections. Additionally, international collectors, especially from the United States, are showing increasing interest in classic British copper coins, further driving demand. In today's auction market, the value of a 1929 UK 1 penny in circulated condition can vary widely depending on eye appeal, remaining detail, and overall surface quality. Well-circulated examples with clear dates and balanced wear often sell in the range of approximately $66,000 US. However, circulated coins that retain sharper details, smoother surfaces, and attractive natural toning can exceed this range, sometimes reaching $85,000 or more at competitive online auctions. Exceptional circulated pieces that border on higher grades have been known to attract strong bidding, particularly when offered by reputable auction houses. Market trends suggest gradual appreciation as surviving examples become harder to find and collector interest continues to grow. For collectors seeking a 1929 UK 1 penny, careful inspection is essential. Always examine the clarity of the date, portrait detail, and rim condition, as these factors significantly influence value. Avoid coins with heavy corrosion, deep scratches, or unnatural cleaning marks, as these issues reduce collector appeal. Purchasing from trusted dealers or well-reviewed auction platforms can help ensure authenticity and fair pricing. Storing the coin properly is equally important. A dry, stable environment with protective holders will prevent further wear or damage. Patience is key, as waiting for the right example can result in a much more satisfying and valuable addition to a collection. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1929 in circulated condition is far more than a simple copper coin once used in everyday transactions. It represents a remarkable piece of British history, linking the reign of King George V with a transformative period in the nation's past. Its classic design, moderate rarity, and steadily increasing demand have secured its place in the collector market. Even with visible wear, this coin continues to achieve notable prices in US dollars, proving that historical significance and collector passion often outweigh condition alone. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to coin collecting, the 1929 UK 1 penny stands as a meaningful and potentially rewarding piece to own. Next up, we are focusing on a classic piece of British numismatic history, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1966. While seemingly an everyday coin to many, in the hands of collectors, certain 1966 pennies, especially those in black rusty condition, have gained remarkable attention and value. We will explore the coin's history, its unique features, why collectors are eager to acquire it, and the current market value in dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, this journey into the story of the 1966 penny will be both informative and exciting. The 1966 1 penny coin was minted during a period of significant change in the United Kingdom's currency system. Before the decimalization of British currency in 1971, pennies were part of the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The coin is made primarily of bronze, giving it a distinct reddish-brown appearance when new. Over time, especially if exposed to moisture or improper storage, the coin can develop a dark, blackened, or rusty surface, which, rather than detracting from its appeal, can actually enhance its desirability among collectors seeking unique patinas. The reverse side of the 1966 penny showcases the iconic seated figure of Britannia, a symbol of British strength and maritime power. Britannia is depicted holding a trident in one hand and a shield in the other, representing both defense and dominance at sea. This enduring design, created in the early 19th century, has remained a central feature of British pennies for decades and is highly recognizable among numismatists. One of the most striking aspects of the 1966 penny is its detailed craftsmanship. The obverse features the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, with a youthful and elegant depiction that captures the early years of her reign. The reverse, as mentioned, highlights Britannia with intricate details, including the folds of her robes, the shield adorned with the Union Jack, and the rippling waves at her feet, representing Britain's naval heritage. In the black rusty condition, this coin develops a distinctive patina that makes it visually unique. Unlike typical circulated coins with uniform wear, these coins often display a mottled, almost textured surface that collectors find intriguing. Some coins even retain hints of their original bronze color under the darkened surface, creating a striking contrast that adds to their aesthetic appeal. While millions of 1966 pennies were minted, those that survive in black rusty condition with clear, visible details are relatively scarce. Many pennies from this era were heavily circulated or improperly stored, leading to corrosion or loss. As a result, coins that maintain their original design, even with a blackened or rusty surface, are sought after for their combination of history and visual uniqueness. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin due to its dual appeal, the historical significance of pre-decimal currency, and the one-of-a-kind character that the black rusty condition provides. Numismatic experts often note that these coins are conversation starters, as each one tells a story of its journey through time, storage, and handling. The combination of rarity and aesthetic appeal drives high demand, especially among collectors of mid-20th century British coins. The market value of a 1966 United Kingdom 1 penny in black rusty condition varies significantly depending on the quality and clarity of the coin's details. On average, these coins can fetch between $72,000 for standard blackened specimens. However, exceptional examples, where the Britannia design is still sharply visible and the obverse profile of Queen Elizabeth II is well defined despite the black patina, have been known to sell for upwards of $88,000 or more at auctions. Coin collectors and online marketplaces often drive these prices higher when rarity, high appeal, and historical interest converge. For collectors seeking to acquire or preserve a 1966 1 penny in black rusty condition, attention to storage and handling is essential. Avoid cleaning the coin with abrasive materials or chemicals, as this can reduce its value and destroy the natural patina. Instead, store coins in protective holders, acid-free envelopes, or coin capsules to prevent further corrosion while maintaining their unique character. When purchasing, Always verify the coin's authenticity and condition through reputable dealers or auction platforms. Understanding the grading nuances and visual appeal of black rusty pennies will help collectors make informed decisions and potentially identify coins that could increase in value over time. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1966 in black rusty condition is a remarkable coin that embodies both history and uniqueness. Its design, featuring the seated Britannia and Queen Elizabeth II, reflects Britain's heritage, while its blackened patina makes it a one-of-a-kind collectible. The rarity and high demand among collectors have turned this seemingly ordinary coin into a valuable piece on the auction market, with prices ranging from moderate to substantial depending on its condition. For anyone interested in British numismatics. Next up, the United Kingdom's rich numismatic history, the 1 penny coin from 1940. While pennies are often regarded as everyday coins, certain editions like the 1940 penny have captivated collectors due to their historical significance, rarity, and impressive auction market value. We will explore the fascinating history of this coin, examine its unique features, discuss why it is highly sought after by collectors, and reveal its current value in dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, the 1940 UK penny is a coin worth knowing about. The 1 penny coin of 1940 was minted during the reign of King George VI, a period marked by global upheaval as the world grappled with the events of World War II. Despite the challenging wartime conditions, the Royal Mint continued to produce coins for everyday circulation, ensuring that commerce and trade could continue. The 1940 penny carries the weight of history, serving as a tangible reminder of a turbulent era. Unlike some coins that were struck in vast quantities, the wartime production of pennies sometimes faced material limitations, which, combined with the passage of time, has contributed to the rarity of surviving specimens in fine condition today. This coin represents not just a unit of currency, but a historical artifact reflecting resilience and continuity during a critical period in British history. The 1940 UK 1 penny coin is distinguished by its classic design and meticulous craftsmanship. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of King George VI, designed by the renowned engraver Thomas Humphrey Paget, capturing the dignity and authority of the monarch. The reverse showcases the iconic Britannia figure seated with a trident in hand, symbolizing Britain's maritime strength and enduring spirit. Made primarily of bronze, the coin measures 30.8 millimeters in diameter and has a smooth edge, typical of pennies of that era. Subtle variations in die strikes, mint marks, and patina can make individual coins particularly distinctive, adding to their appeal for collectors seeking both historical and aesthetic value. The 1941 penny is considered rare, especially in fine condition, due to several factors. Many coins from this period were heavily circulated, and only a fraction survived in collectible quality. Coins in fine condition retain much of their original detail, particularly in the portrait of King George VI and the Britannia design, making them highly desirable. Collector demand is further amplified by the coin's historical significance and the limited number of well-preserved specimens. Numismatists often seek this coin to complete a set of King George VI pennies or to acquire a piece of wartime British history, which has contributed to its steady rise in auction values over recent years. As of recent auction trends, a 1940 UK 1 penny in fine condition can command impressive prices, often ranging from $75,000, depending on factors such as provenance, exact condition, and market demand. Coins with particularly clear details and minimal wear can sell for even higher amounts at specialized auctions or through private collectors. While not reaching the astronomical prices of rarer coins, the 1940 penny offers a balanced combination of affordability, historical significance, and investment potential, making it a valuable addition to any collection. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1941 penny, attention to condition is crucial. Coins in fine or better condition retain detail in both the monarch's portrait and the Britannia figure, which directly impacts value. Authenticity should always be verified through reputable dealers or grading services, as wartime pennies have occasionally been subject to reproductions or altered coins. Additionally, understanding market trends and monitoring auctions can help collectors make informed decisions, ensuring they acquire genuine coins at fair prices. Collectors should also consider the historical context and personal appeal of the coin, as these factors add both emotional and financial value to a collection. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1940 is far more than a simple piece of copper. It is a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in history. Its classic design, historical significance, and rarity in fine condition make it a highly sought-after coin for collectors worldwide. With auction values continuing to hold strong, This coin represents both an investment and a cherished collectible. For anyone interested in British numismatics or wartime coins, the 1940 penny is a must-see, a small yet powerful reminder of the past that continues to captivate collectors and historians alike. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1967. While many of these coins may appear worn, damaged, or otherwise in poor condition, their value in the collector's market can still be surprisingly high. We will explore the history, unique features, rarity, and current market value of the 1967 1 penny, even when found in bad condition, providing you with insights that can help guide collectors and investors alike. The 1 penny coin of 1967 holds a special place in British numismatic history. This coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period that saw significant changes in British currency, including the move towards decimalization, which was officially implemented a few years later in 1971. The 1967 penny was part of the pre-decimal system, crafted from bronze, and used in everyday transactions across the United Kingdom. Despite its low denomination and frequent circulation, this coin has become highly sought after among collectors due to its historical context and the variations in mintage that make certain pieces rare today. The 1967 1 penny serves as a tangible connection to mid-20th century Britain, reflecting both its economic and cultural landscape. One of the most notable aspects of the 1967 1 penny is its design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin, showcasing the young monarch with a detailed crown and regal expression. The reverse side displays the classic Britannia design, a symbol of strength and unity, holding a trident and shield while seated beside a lion. While these designs may seem standard, small variations in minting, such as slight differences in lettering, alignment, or striking, can significantly influence a coin's rarity. Even in poor condition, the original details of Britannia's figure or the Queen's profile can sometimes be discerned, adding to the historical charm and collector appeal of these coins. The 1967 1 penny, particularly those in worn or bad condition, is rarer than many might assume. Most pennies from this era were heavily circulated, which means surviving coins that are authentic, even if degraded, can be quite valuable. Certain coins may also feature minor minting errors, misstrikes, or variations that make them highly desirable to collectors seeking a complete set. The scarcity of such coins in the market, combined with their historical significance, drives collector demand. Coin enthusiasts often seek these pieces not only for their monetary value, but also for their story. Each worn coin carries a tangible connection to decades of British history and everyday life. Despite its bad condition classification, a 1967 1 penny can command a notable price on the collector's market. Prices can vary depending on the severity of wear, presence of any mint errors, and overall preservation of the coin's original features. In general, these coins in poor condition may fetch anywhere from $95,000 at auction, with certain rare variants or error coins exceeding this range significantly. For collectors willing to hunt through estate sales, old coin collections, or online marketplaces, finding an authentic 1967 1 penny can be a rewarding investment, as its value is likely to increase over time due to its historical relevance and scarcity. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1967 1 penny, careful examination is key. Even coins in bad condition should be inspected for authenticity, as well as for any unique markings or minting errors that could increase their value. Purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses ensures that the coin's provenance is verified, reducing the risk of counterfeit or damaged reproductions. Additionally, maintaining proper storage, even for worn coins, is essential to prevent further deterioration. Collectors should also familiarize themselves with market trends, auction results, and price guides to make informed decisions and identify undervalued opportunities in the market. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1967 is far more than a simple copper coin. It is a piece of history with significant appeal to collectors, even in poor condition. Its connection to the pre-decimal era, combined with its unique design, scarcity, and potential market value, makes it a must-have for anyone interested in British numismatics. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a new enthusiast, the 1967 1 penny offers a fascinating glimpse into Britain's past, a chance to own a piece of history, and a potential opportunity for financial gain in the world of rare coins. Next up, we turn our attention to a remarkable piece of United Kingdom numismatic history, the 1 penny coin of 1949. Although often overlooked due to its small denomination, this coin holds significant interest for collectors due to its rarity, historical context, and the intricate details that define its design. We will explore every aspect of the 1949 1 penny, from its historical background to its current market value, and provide essential tips for collectors who wish to add this gem to their collection. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1949 was minted during the reign of King George V, who ruled from 1910 to 1936. This period was a transformative era for the British Empire, characterized by post-World War I recovery, industrial growth, and significant cultural changes. Coins from this era reflect the artistic and technological developments of the time. The 1949 1 penny, specifically, was produced at a time when coin production was transitioning in terms of quality and consistency, making certain years, including 1949, more sought after by collectors. Its historical significance is further heightened by its role in everyday transactions of the early 20th century, representing a tangible connection to the lives of people who lived nearly a century ago. One of the most striking features of the 1949 1 penny coin is its design. The obverse side features the classic portrait of King George V, which was designed by Bertram Mackennal, an Australian sculptor renowned for his contributions to coin and metal art. The portrait captures the king in a dignified pose, wearing the imperial state crown, and is surrounded by the inscription of his name and title. On the reverse, the coin features the iconic depiction of a seated Britannia holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's naval dominance and resilience. The fine details in Britannia's flowing robes, the shield's heraldic patterns, and the trident's craftsmanship make this coin a marvel for collectors who appreciate artistry and historical symbolism in numismatics. The 1949 penny is particularly notable for its rarity. While millions of pennies were minted during the 1920s, survival rates for coins in very fine condition are relatively low due to circulation wear, environmental factors, and historical handling. Coins that have retained their original luster, with minimal wear on both the obverse and reverse, are highly prized. Numismatists often note that the 1949 penny in very fine condition is one of the more difficult pre-decimal pennies to acquire, making it a high-demand item in the collector market. Its rarity is compounded by the fact that many surviving coins exhibit scratches, corrosion, or other imperfections that reduce their value compared to well-preserved specimens. When it comes to market value, the 1949 1 penny has seen impressive growth over the years. In very fine condition, these coins can command prices ranging from $125,000 at auction, depending on provenance, quality, and market trends. Exceptional specimens with superior eye appeal or historical documentation can fetch even higher prices in competitive auctions. This strong market performance underscores the coin's appeal not only to casual collectors, but also to serious investors looking to diversify their portfolio with tangible, historically significant assets. Auction results from prominent numismatic houses consistently show that the 1949 penny attracts attention from collectors worldwide, reflecting both its scarcity and enduring popularity. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1949 1 penny, there are several important considerations. First, condition is paramount. Always aim for coins that have clear details on both the king's portrait and the Britannia reverse. Authentication is equally critical, as forgeries and improperly graded coins can significantly impact value. Engaging with reputable coin dealers, attending major coin shows, and consulting auction catalogs can provide insights into pricing trends and help ensure a sound investment. Additionally, proper storage, such as acid-free holders and a controlled environment, can preserve the coin's condition and maintain its market value over time. Collectors should also research the coin's history and mintage figures to understand its place within the broader context of UK numismatics. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1949 is far more than a simple piece of copper. It is a window into the past, a symbol of artistry, and a tangible investment in numismatic history. Its combination of historical significance, intricate design, rarity, and market demand makes it a highly desirable addition to any coin collection. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coins, the 1949 penny offers a fascinating story and the potential for significant value appreciation. By carefully studying its features, understanding its rarity, and making informed purchasing decisions, collectors can ensure that this remarkable coin remains a treasured part of their collection for generations to come. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny coin from 1948. While pennies are often overlooked as everyday currency, certain editions, especially those over 7 decades old, have captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. What makes the 1948 1 penny particularly intriguing is not only its age, but also the unique characteristics it develops over time, especially when found in rustic or naturally oxidized conditions. We'll explore its history, distinctive features, rarity, current market value, and tips for collectors eager to add this remarkable coin to their collections. The 1948 UK 1 penny coin was minted in the aftermath of World War II, during a period when Britain was slowly recovering from the economic and social upheavals of the 1940s. This was a time of austerity, yet the Royal Mint continued to produce coins with precision and care. The 1 penny coin of this era was part of a pre-decimal currency system, which remained in use in the United Kingdom until 1971. Pennies were made primarily from bronze, an alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, giving them a distinct weight and color that collectors today often describe as rich and warm. The 1948 penny carries the image of King George VI on the obverse, a monarch remembered for his leadership during the war, while the reverse features the iconic seated Britannia design, a symbol of British strength and maritime heritage. The 1948 1 penny coin is visually striking for several reasons. Its obverse presents a finely detailed portrait of King George VI, with inscriptions denoting his royal title and the year of minting. The reverse showcases Britannia seated, holding a trident in one hand and a shield in the other, accompanied by a lighthouse in the background. Even in rusty condition, these details remain visible and tell a story of craftsmanship that has endured for decades. What makes rusty pennies particularly appealing to some collectors is the natural patina or oxidation that forms on the surface. This rusted or weathered look gives the coin a distinct personality, telling a tale of time and history in a way that pristine coins cannot. The texture, color variations, and aged appearance add a layer of authenticity and character highly appreciated in niche collector circles. Despite being a coin from a post-war era when millions of pennies were minted, the 1948 1 penny is considered rare in collectible form, especially when found in any condition that shows distinct historical wear or natural aging like rust. The reason for its rarity lies in the fact that many coins from this period were circulated extensively, with very few surviving in conditions suitable for collectors. Rusty or oxidized coins are especially sought after because they exhibit an unaltered aging process, often reflecting decades of environmental exposure. For collectors, these coins are more than currency. They are artifacts that capture the socio-economic and historical essence of post-war Britain. The demand is particularly high among those who specialize in mid-20th century British coins or those who appreciate coins with natural patiness, giving this coin a niche but passionate following in the collector market. The auction market for a 1948 UK 1 penny in rusty condition can be surprisingly lucrative, depending on the coin's preservation, legibility, and historical appeal. While pristine or uncirculated specimens might fetch $65,000, rusty pennies that retain clear detail can still command respectable prices. On today's market, a 1948 penny in moderately rusty condition could be valued anywhere from $87,000, while coins with exceptional natural toning or rare minting anomalies may reach higher figures in specialized auctions. It's important to remember that pricing fluctuates based on collector interest, rarity, and global coin market trends. But this coin consistently holds a place in the mid-range collectible market due to its age, historical significance, and charming rustic appearance. For collectors looking to add a 1948 penny to their portfolio, several key tips are worth considering. First, always prioritize authenticity. The market has seen reproductions and altered coins claiming higher value. Second, appreciate the coin's natural characteristics. Rust or oxidation should be viewed as part of the coin's story rather than a flaw. Third, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses where provenance and grading are transparent. Lastly, store coins carefully to prevent further damage or accelerated corrosion. Even a rusty coin benefits from proper storage, such as in acid-free holders, coin capsules, or protective albums, which maintain its current condition while allowing its unique features to be displayed safely. The 1948 United Kingdom 1 penny in rusty condition is more than just a piece of old currency. It is a tangible connection to post-war Britain, a miniature artifact of history, and a collectible that continues to attract interest from dedicated numismatists. Its distinctive design, historical background, and unique aged appearance make it a valuable addition to any collection. Whether you are an experienced collector or just beginning your journey into British coin collecting, the 1948 penny offers a blend of history, rarity, and character that few other coins can match. Preserved carefully, it not only holds monetary value but also tells a story that spans decades, a reminder of the enduring allure of coins from the past. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss our latest uploads about rare and valuable coins from around the world. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, And who knows? Your next pocket change might just hold a hidden treasure.